chasing it down. Wiseman. Oh.
Kids continually paying the price. We talked about on the suicide.
Ball driving on a Coro after a switch. Won't go down, but the follow will. And guess who? It's Wiseman again.
What up, what up? It's Raphael, NBA Draft Junkies. Got my brother here. You know, we got the quarantine beards. You know, we looking a little rough, but, you know, everybody else is also. So today, I want to bounce some opinions off of James, and then I'll give my opinions. So the first guy I want your opinion on is James Wiseman. One of the things about Wiseman that I don't understand is that when the season started, he was everybody's number one. At the worst, I saw like number two, right? He played 3 games. And in those 3 games, I don't think he did anything to make his stock drop. But according to a few of these lists, some people don't even have him in the top 5. Like, how can your stock drop after you played 3 games? In those 3 games, he averaged 19, 11. He shot like 77% from the floor.
He missed 6 shots.
And like 22 minutes. So give me your thoughts on James Wiseman. In my opinion, I feel like he's been overanalyzed.
I don't think him dropping has anything to do with him and how he played and what he showed. I think it's more of what you see centers in the NBA do. So, like, rim running, dunking centers, you can get them for almost for cheap these days. So I don't think it was anything that he did personally. Because, I mean, you can't, like, what can you downgrade him for? Like, he played perfect basketball, you know? So it's kind of like you saw what teams did to Rudy Gobert. He couldn't guard on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? And he was so overly reliant on guards getting him the ball. I think that, you know, I've heard the term center is becoming the new running back. So, like, you can get a value guy like JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's what he did. It's just that I think teams are looking for, if you're going to be a big pick 1, 2, or 3, they want the Towns type, I guess you could say the DeAndre Ayton type, like the offensive anchor. And he's just a really, really good rim running, dunking big.
But he has skill. I think he has more skill and he has more upside than just the rim running big.
I think so too, but I mean, you saw him do that against the University of South Carolina State, you know, Illinois, Chicago. Like, where was that at against Oregon? He didn't get to play against, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Feli Dante, but it's just kind of like, I don't think he didn't do anything wrong. It's just that, you know, that's what you think bigs are these days.
But I
like,
mean,
the top playoff teams, what were their bigs? And again, we're talking about drafting the guy top 3. Milwaukee's big was Brook Lopez, stretch 5. The Lakers' big is JaVale, Dwight. Those are dunkers, rim runners.
Right.
And Anthony Davis. And what was Anthony Davis? Now, he ended up becoming the offensive threat that he is, but, you know, he's an anchor. So do teams think that James Wiseman can be an offensive anchor? I don't know. But that's my opinion, why I think people think his stock is falling.
I mean, I agree, but, I mean, it ain't like the NBA changed from last year to this year much. It's the same. It's the same league. I just feel like people are overanalyzing them. Actually, I feel like it's a lot of follow the leader. You know, if one person says, I'm moving him down, then I think a lot of people just follow instead of going off their own opinions. But, I mean, I like his upside. I think that right now or early in his career, he's going to be a rim runner. But I think he does have some skills that could potentially, you know, make him a pretty good offensive threat. I mean, like, even if you look at Towns didn't shoot threes at Kentucky. And he's arguably the best 7-foot three-point shooter outside of Dirk. But Towns developed into a pretty good shooter, and that's something that we didn't know he could do when he was at Kentucky. One of the knocks on Wiseman before he went to college was he did settle for a lot of jump shots.
I saw him shoot a handful of them, and they look good, but it just sometimes with bigs like that, it's like again in the small sample size, he was trying to prove he could do something instead of just letting the game come naturally to him. So like, I mean, they would get up like 25, it would be something like 40. He was like, all right, man, let me face up and let me show him I can shoot this 18-foot jumper. But again, he shot a couple turnaround jumpers. It looks good, but I mean, with him only playing 3 games, it's like you didn't get to see him play against anybody. You didn't get to see if it really worked against somebody who wasn't 6'7". But the good things that I did see from him, like he ducks in, so when guards do switch on him, I see him like attacking the post. He did a lot of. He looked good. I don't. If I were drafting right now and not taking in consideration like team needs, I don't think he falls lower than 3rd or 4th.
So if you're